This might be the most beautiful sound in the world. There's a story behind that. This is your daily message from Chad number 1008 to upgrade your mental game today by telling yourself a better story. Because the most important story you hear is the story you tell yourself. This message is dedicated to Gene Judd on his birthday. Happy birthday, Gene. Here's the upgrade. In a world of inauthenticity and disconnection, upgraded thinking recognizes there's no substitute for your own voice. Here's the story. A music conductor had been imprisoned in Eastern Europe as a political enemy. A reporter interviewed him after his release. He had been held in isolation for part of the time. The reporter asked the maestro how he dealt with the suffering silence while in prison. They discussed his favorite pieces of music. Then the reporter asked, "What did you most wish to hear?" The conductor replied, "The most beautiful sound in the world is another voice." After the success of his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, Stephen R. Covey wrote a follow-up book titled The Eighth Habit. It wasn't as popular as The 7 Habits, but I believe it is more powerful. Do you know what Covey said the eighth habit is? Finding one's voice. Your voice is your unique signature that you speak into the world that connects with others. Covey uses the concept of your voice for calling, but it is also the main way you communicate with others. In a world full of noise, the simplest, most beautiful sound really is just another voice. That conductor, as he sat in the silence of his cell, didn't long to hear Bach or Beethoven. He probably longed to hear the voice of his wife or children. When we call a company and can't get through to a human, it's frustrating. When I call a friend and get their voicemail, I never leave a message. I want to hear their voice. In a world full of noise, a person who has taken their talents, passion, and character and seeks to serve a need in the world is one who is heard. Your voice is the most significant tool you have for making an impact in the world. I'm glad there are people who make amazing technology. I appreciate those who accomplish athletic feats. I'm impacted by the artistic contributions of musicians and writers. It's good to find significance in the contribution of your unique calling, whatever that might be. However, in a world full of noise, it is still the literal voices of those closest and dear to us that move us the most. For me, it's the little voices of grandkids. They don't have jobs or contribute to the family. However, hearing the sound of their voice has value. In a very noisy world, your voice is valuable. You can express care and concern for those around you. You can share the experiences and lessons you've learned in life. You can communicate your expertise. The better story to tell yourself is, my voice is my most valuable asset. Your voice is your responsibility to utilize and develop. Think about the ways you get to use your voice. Your voice is to be stewarded well. Use it to express yourself and empower those around you today. Your voice is most powerful when it speaks life to others. Tell me a story of someone using their unique voice to fromchadsmith@gmail.com. Send someone a text and ask them, what advice would you give to someone trying to find their calling in life? You can get a free copy of my book, The Most Powerful Story in the World, by going to fromchad.gumroad.com. The transcript of this message and hundreds of others are always available at www.fromchad.com.